Unlock stunning shots when the sun goes down by mastering your Nikon D850's low-light superpowers. Let's dive right into activating those low-light capabilities on your Nikon D850 first. Press the menu button. Navigate to the shooting menu. Is where all our core picture-taking settings reside. Scroll down using the multi-selector until you see the ISO sensitivity settings option and select it. Here, we're going to start with the ISO auto control. Press the I button, which is conveniently located on the back of your camera. Inside the ISO auto control, you'll see options like when to adjust ISO and, of course, the maximum sensitivity. We want to set our maximum sensitivity to a higher value than you might normally use, but not so high that the image becomes unusable for the D850. Try starting with something like ISO 6400 or 12800, depending on your tolerance for nose. Now, let's consider the minimum shutter speed. This ensures your camera doesn't automatically drop the shutter speed to low, causing motion blur if you're shooting handheld. A good starting point is often auto, or is setting equivalent to 1/50th of a second. If you're using a tripod, you can set this to a much slower speed or even off, as the camera will be stable. Next, exit the ISO settings and scroll down to nose reduction. Select this option. You'll see two main types of nose reduction: high ISO NR and long exposure NR. For high ISO shooting, turn on high ISO NR and set it to normal or low to start. This will help clean up digital nose without sacrificing too much detail for any shots where you're using a slow shutter speed. Make sure long exposure NR is also turned on. This combats nose from long exposures, but be aware it doubles your exposure time. Finally, let's touch on white balance. In low light, colors can often be skewed. Experiment with different white balance presets like incandescent or fluorescent, or use a custom white balance for the most accurate colors. You can also shoot in RAW format to fine-tune white balance later in post-production. By adjusting these settings, your ISO, nose reduction, and paying attention to shutter speed and white balance, you're now ready to capture clearer, more detailed images even when the lighting is challenging.